Hi all, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to do some math problems, so let's get into it. We're going to be working on 2.7 Ready, Set, Go numbers 4 and 12 for this video, and what this question here is asking us to do is just fill in the tables for each of the functions. So really, whenever they're asking you to fill in a table, all they're really asking you to, they usually give you X like this, and then they give you a function, and they just want you to plug in X these numbers wherever you see an X. So this is just substitution. And the way we do this, and I'll do the very first one, very like showing you every single thing, is for the very first one, I'll go like this. I'll go 3 parentheses plus 1 plus 5. And instead of putting X here, I'm going to put this -1. So again, this is just substitution. Substitution says, hey, instead of that piece of bacon, is there any way that I can have avocado instead? And so every single time I see bacon, I'm just going to put avocado instead where it should have gone. Okay. Okay. And then so I'm going to put a -1 right here. And then I'm just going to simplify. Okay. So -1 plus 1, that's 0. So that's 3 times 0 plus 5. And I'm doing every single step so you can see everything. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 5 is 5. So basically, when X is -1, Y is 5. Or using the coordinates -1, 5, those, that's my X and that's my Y. And then I'm going to fill this in the same exact way. So I'm going to, again, put in 3 parentheses blank plus 1 plus 5, and I'm going to put 0 there. And I'm just going to follow this all the way through. So 0 plus 1 is 1, times 3 is 3, plus 5 is 8. So here, this is going to be an 8. And then I'm just going to plug in right here, and I'm going to say out loud my calculations. You can use a calculator if you'd like. So 1 plus 1 is 2, times 3 is 6, plus 5 is 11. And some of you are already seeing this pattern emerge, 5, 8, 11. What number would come next according to this pattern? And if you said 14, that's exactly right. And you're like, oh, it's just going up by 3 every single time. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting because look, there's a 3 right there. Now that's not a coincidence, that's a fact. That's actually called your slope. And so that's why it's going up by 3. And so here, if I plugged in 3, or if I just moved up in the pattern, either way, I would still get 17. Don't believe me? All right, let's check. So let's say 3 plus 1, that's 4, times 3 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. Boom, there's your answer. Okay, so this is all you're doing. Number 12 is going to look exactly the same, except they're going to give us a different function. So here's that function. Ooh, it has negatives in it. Dun, dun, dun. Now, if you know about Miss Johnson, when she calculates, she's very careful around negatives because negatives are, they are easy places for you to make a mistake. So I'm supposed to be doing number 12, not number 11. Sorry, we're going to be doing this one over here. Okay, so again, I'm going to copy down my structure, -5 parentheses blank plus 1 plus 2, right? And I'm just going to plug in a couple numbers and I'm going to look for my pattern, and hopefully I could just do it that way. So I'm going to plug in -1 first. -1 plus 1 is 0. 0 times -5. Okay, sorry, 0 times 5 plus 2. Well, that would just be 2. Okay. When I plug in 0, I'm going to follow that same procedure, -5 parentheses blank plus 1, close plus 2, and I'm going to put a 0 in there. And again, it's still going to work out, right? So 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 times -5 is -5, plus 2 is -3. Right? Now I'm just going to plug these into my head. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 times -5 is -10. -10 plus 2 is 8. -8. So you're already seeing this pattern emerging. It's -5, -5. Now you can keep going, -5 and -5, right? Or you can plug in to check. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 times -5 is -20. Plus 2 would give me -18. Sorry. So whenever you're dealing with these, this is just saying, hey, if X was this, what would my Y be? So you just plug in these numbers here one at a time for X. So plug in 1 for X and then simplify. So hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching.